Greetings, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Tales of the Beautiful Game. Um, I'm your host, Nkosana Manfred Maposa, and today with me is our analyst, Vosmuz Matwasa Ndlovu. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks so much for having me.
Before we go any further, today we're just going to be dealing with the PSL. We're going to try and predict and give you tips on what's likely to be happening. But before we go any further, please click subscribe and that alarm bell so that whenever we post something new, you are notified. And please don't forget to follow us on Twitter on Daily Footy Tales. That's our Twitter handle, and on Facebook, Tales of the Beautiful Game. Now to business. What's your feel about this coming round of matches? Seeing that last week our prediction didn't go so well.
I think this week it will be back to normal. I think because last week there were a lot of surprises. Sundowns lost, Pirates lost.
So your normal means that it means we'll get better than last week.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. All right. I hope so because the return last week was very bad. Sundowns, Pirates surprised many, and let's see what this week has got to what it's got to offer. The first game that we are going to be looking at, it's Maritzburg versus SuperSport.
Yes.
Both teams are coming from big wins and they were underdogs.
Yes.
Maritzburg hasn't lost at home this season. They've drawn the first two, and then they've won their last two games.
Yes.
SuperSport, they've got 1 win and 3 losses on the road so far. What's your take?
I think it's going to be interesting because they are coming from big wins. And Maritzburg is solid.
Okay.
John Matuga is bringing something very, very nice there.
That SuperSport win.
And he giving anti-side is gaining confidence as well. The Truth Pirates and the beat Sundowns. So I think it's going to be interesting, but I will go for a draw. Yeah.
You think 1-1?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at SuperSport, I don't know if they have got confidence enough. Personally, I think probably Maritzburg will edge it.
Yeah, it's possible.
They are more solid. They've got more form.
Maritzburg with their Friday night football, you know them.
Okay. That game is going to be played today. So
yes.
let's be tuned on our TVs. Let's see if you get this one right. Yes. Tomorrow, however, Amazulu is facing Chippa. The stats of this game are like this. Amazulu have just lost 2 games at home this year against Arrows.
Yes.
Chippa, on the other hand, have won just 2 games on the road, and that's against the big guys. And Amazulu failed to score in their last 2 games.
Yes.
Chippa has conceded 10 goals in the league so far. Your take?
Yeah, I think Amazulu are going to score 2 or more.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so because Chippa have conceded many goals.
But Amazulu hasn't been scoring.
And August 2, Chippa lost their. They fired their coach.
Manje phela so kusho ukuthi kuyashuba phela. Interim coaches usually do.
Yeah. It's possible, but Amazulu have got the players to get those goals. It's only that they haven't been scoring. Abomango, Ntuli.
Yeah. Those are goal scorers. So it will possible. But the prediction utin.
I think it's gonna be 1-0 based on that. The strategy of Chippa. When the strategy say Chippa, coach Samhambisa, Mauzu coach Omuch, you will want to grind out some results. So I think Amazulu, I can give them 1-0. It's gonna be it's not going to be easy. You think Chippa is going to win?
Coach Omuch ufuna ukuzama naye ukuthi athole ukuyisaka. Ngithi umthengisi bathi akancishani ngemali.
Yeah, it's possible.
All right, the next one, yakusasa, it's Swallows versus Stellenbosch.
Yes.
Swallows have won, drawn, and lost twice. 2-2. They've scored 8, they've conceded 8. But 1 clean sheet. Stellen, on the other hand, Bale 1 win in the last 4 games. Swallows scored 7 in 3 games at home.
It's going to be a tight one, but I see goals here.
Swallows?
Yeah.
Stellenbosch.
I see goals because Swallows have been scoring goals at home.
Okay.
I'm not sure why, because they don't have a huge following at home either. So and Stellenbosch hasn't been consistent. They are very, very inconsistent.
So is Stellenbosch bonifaka nyana?
Yeah, I think 2-1 to Swallows would be a safe bet.
I don't see Stellenbosch scoring me. I think Swallows will win this one 1-0. As usual, Swallows doesn't score many They win 1-0. Okay, next game. Ibhakabhaka ne-Galaxy. I-Pirates iyakhuta madoda. 4 goals in 7 games and i-Galaxy solid. Angithi. I-Galaxy nayo kodwa ayikori. Ine-3 goals in 6 games. Angithi.
Yeah.
And abakakori in their last 3 games. No goals. Pirates 4 goals in 7. Galaxy 3 in 6. Galaxy hasn't scored in their last 3 games. Your take?
I think that's what European coaches give you. European coaches will give you that European mentality, stability at the back. And their teams are very, very hard to break down. You see Galaxy, you can't just break them down. And you see Pirates. I don't see Pirates conceding 3 or 4 goals this season in a single game. So on that, I personally wish, it is my wish for this guy, Lipas.
Okay.
Because I wish he can score. Maybe we see more of his goals. So in that, I think Paris is winning 1-0 because
Lipasa creates. Lipasa brings that X factor to the attack, but the guy doesn't seem not to know where the gate is.
Yeah,
He does everything right, everything perfect, movement, positioning, everything.
But I think if he can just get 1 goal, the goal will start coming.
Mina ngibona ngathi abamhlalise bamcoache man, bamhlalise bake bathi hayi wena usatraining nabanye asambe namabhali okulokhu uchayi ibhali kuphela.
But who will be playing?
Angisho nje ukuthi kuma training sessions
okay.
bangamfaka ama game, but kuma training sessions dude, you're not running, you're not doing anything. Here's the ball, here's the small gate, just be shooting with this thing.
Shoot,
Yeah, ngoba it's too much.
Yeah.
And then the big one yangelo kozenini is the big one because the big boys are playing. Sundowns idlala ne-Arrows.
Yeah.
I-Arrows high confidence. Balose their first 2, draw their next 2, win their last 2.
So they are rising.
Yeah, their trajectory imnandi. And Downs on the other hand scored 12 in 7 games, but badliwe the last game. Angithi Arrows ayazi idle i-Downs in 15 games. Ubona njani? Bathi nabafana be-Glory Cup.
I think they are going to win this one. Their last minute win against the Chipa was a confidence booster. The team that they are playing is on form. Arrows is on form. Divine Lunga is back there and he's playing very, very well there. So, but I don't think Arrows have got much. Have got enough quality to beat Sundowns right now.
Mina ngibona ngathi Arrows ingasurprise Sundowns. Kusho ukuthi 2-0 lena singabanga for the first half bengakoranga Sundowns. 2-0 lena won't start playing into their minds. Super Sport.
2-1. I think Sundowns is winning 2-0.
2-0. They have to score first half. If they don't score first half, mbona ngathi bazoshawa i-0-0 draw. Alright, City Gallants ne Chiefs. Angithi i-Gallants have ama losses amancane than anyone else in the league, but they haven't won. They've got 5 draws and 1 loss. Angithi in 11 games without winning. Gallants have drawn their last 7 games. I'm a draw specialist ke la. And then and then Chiefs on the other hand iyanyuka namuhla kusasa iyawa and they have 4 losses in a row. Their last consistent results were 4 losses in a row in April, and from then they have played 12 matches with different outcomes. Like, so asibathembi ukuthi bazowina bazodliwa asazi ubona njani. Mina ngithembi Chiefs.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game based on that. They've got young coaches.
Or both of them.
Yeah. And they've got young coaches. It's one, he didn't start very well, but I think he's getting a bit right. And the Gallants coach, I think he's 32 or so. And he has a huge potential.
Another European coach order and all that.
He based on what we have seen so far, I think he may last long in this league.
Okay.
So
he's here to stay, you think?
Yeah. I personally think this will be their 8th draw in a row, straight.
Mina ngibona ngathi abafana bokuthula noxolo bazenza manga ku-Gallants la.
Why
Yeah, bazoshaya 2-3.
Yeah, it's possible,
because it Chiefs is at that one game that just launches.
It's difficult to play against them in a sense that they keep the ball. So they defend by keeping the ball. If you can check the games that they've been playing, they dominate ball possession. You see. So I expect the game to be like that. They will keep possession, they will shut the back door, and it will end 0-0.
Mina mbona ngathi uzwana ngakhona ukusebenzisa kahle ubilliard nalo mfana lo ufike manje uDoli.
Yeah.
That keeping the ball can actually work against Gallants because the PSL are on the way to on the break, on the transition can actually meta everything that Gallants is doing because keeping the ball mostly ngama vertical passes. So I'm intercept says you understand. So I think Chiefs will win this one. I'm giving them a healthy 2-0 victory.
Okay, that's fine.
Even though they are away.
I'm sticking to
Your guns.
0-0. Yeah.
All right. I think we have done with the matches. Viewers, please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Twitter, on Facebook. Twitter, the handle is Daily Footy Tales. On Facebook, it's Tales of the Beautiful Game. And here, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week.
Bye.